Good morning, votingbanner.com fans. Captain Larry here again with chapter 32. Come on board, here we go. Okay, well, finally going to show you the seat. I finished the other pair, as I told you in chapter 31. It was a struggle, and I did a lot of steaming, and I still didn't get all the wrinkles out, but I got most of them out, and I think it looks okay. I'll show you that. When we finish, we'll put them both together so you see what they look like. Okay, these are the two we're going to work on. This is the, obviously the backrest with the logo, and this is the seat. As you can see, the seat, the brown on the seat is really, really bad. I don't know if you can see this. The seams are coming apart here, so we're going to re-sew all of that, of course. This is in good shape. The piping's in good shape. Excuse me. The brown is terrible, so we're obviously going to do that. Replace that product. Let's see which one. Oh yeah, in a white here. The green is fine. The white's got a hole in it. So this one here, we're going to have to do the brown, do the white boxing, and we're going to have to re-sew that seam on the backrest. And again, we have to redo the brown. Seams look pretty good on this one. I think we might leave that alone. I might take a shot. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little rough there. I might take a shot at just firming that up. Piping looks all right now. And you can see here the green has there's a hole in it, and threads coming off. But the white is in good shape. So this one here, we'll just do the brown, the green boxing, and I think I'll throw another stitch on the backrest. So anyway, let's get going. I think I'll break this into two. Let's do the, this will be the hardest one because we're going to do the white. So let's do the seat first for the 32 chapter, and 33 chapter we'll do the backrest. And then the next one after that, I'll put them both together and we'll see the completed project. So let me get set up and I'll bring you back. Now again, I wanted to bring you back. While I was taking this off. A couple things here. These are two hold-down straps that were attached to the bottom. So you got to remember, of course, where you take them out of. So they were in the front, very front hold. There's also another hold-down strap. Anytime you see a cushion of any kind with indentation, like here and there, that means there are hold-down straps underneath. So you have to remember that so you don't rip them off or anything. So let's see if we can get that out. This thing comes apart, yeah. See, you can pull that apart. Here's the hold-down straps. That. And we also, you can see that here, the hold-down strap. Front one. The other thing with plastic is like 3 times harder to get the staples out. And whoever put this one together was a real very happy with the staple gun, because they were all over the place. Even this here is way over stapled. And again, I want to save this hold down strap, I think. So rather than just pulling it, we'll see if we can't pry it out of here. There we are. There's our, so as you see here, it says really 3 sets of holding. There's a front one, a back one, and then 2 more that go through. This goes through, these go through to the back side of the seat, and these 2 are simply attached to the seat. Okay. So let me pull out the rest of the staples here, and then we'll be pulling this apart and get ready to go. Bring it right, here we go. I just took the back off, I mean the bottom, kind of the bottom white. So we'll have a hole in it there, and this, actually with the size of the holes, it was in pretty good shape. But what I noticed, I just used a seam ripper, came out very easy. So the thread, unfortunately, on this project is not in good shape. Probably why we're seeing the separation. Anyway, so we're going to leave the green is in good shape. Came out very nice, feels supple. The piping looks good. So all we need to do, so we're going to leave the piping on the green box. We're just going to sew this piece, and we're going to take this whole brown off. So now we have to get this off the brown off of the box, I mean the piping. So again, put the one with the little knob, put that down. So I highly recommend you pull it apart. This is a little less important on this one because we're going up against piping, not other. It goes pretty smooth, but you really got to be careful because these things can rip right through other vinyl, and you're not separating the seam, you're separating vinyl, and you're gonna have trouble. Okay, this is going out really nice. We want to just bring it up to the green. Stop. Let's go the other side. Let's go down green now. Usually when this gets into trouble is when you get into the scrim. It makes it very difficult. Okay. And pull it apart. Make sure you're okay. Okay, I've got a lot of work to do here. Let me get this off and I'll bring you right back. Okay, we're finished. Came off really easy. What you want to do is check, here you go, here. See the piping, it's coming off because you're ripping the thread there. And depending on how they sewed it, whether they sewed it separately or with the other plate, this can come off. So you want to check this, and I would highly recommend you re-sew this before you try to put it all back together again, so you can assure that the piping is going in the right spot. So on this plate, this is the only thing we're saving. What we want to do is we're going to, as I mentioned, we're going to re-sew this whole seam here because it's getting a little loose. And I'm going to re-sew the piping, the green piping, and also this came off too. So we will probably do the whole. I'll probably just re-sew the whole thing there just to get a little more reinforcement. Up here looks pretty good. So I think we're all set there. So that's the only thing we're saving. This 2 things we'll be tracing is I'm going to cut this off, make these 2 pieces, trace the brown for the new brown, and then the white. We have white. And as you see, also we have scrim on the back of this, so it's going to make it tougher, as I mentioned. You've got to put that on. So what I'm going to do is, I usually do, is I'm going to just cut this out and sew it originally just with the raw vinyl, and then I will glue some piping, some scrim on the back when I'm done. Makes it a lot easier for me. I think these professionals actually sew it both together. You can see it sewn right into the seam. You can do that, but the scrim is always moving around and stuff, so I find it you gotta glue the heck out of it before you sew, or it's easy to just do it at the end. Get it done, do your sewing, and then put the scrim on. So anyway, we'll do that. Let me trace these and cut them out, and I'll be right back. I just want to get a close-up of this. As you remember from my previous chapter, this is the area I had trouble with, where I had those big dimples. And I was wondering if in fact they did something special on these corners that kept them from getting the dimples, because they don't have dimples on theirs. And as I look at it, there's nothing. There's no relief cuts or anything. So I'm afraid I just did a poor job of sewing. And I think it looks like if you sew it right, it will be fine. So anyway, just wanted to show you that before I cut them out, and right back. And I just wanted to go over something. I tell you, I cut my patterns out on the floor, then I bring them back to a more comfortable location just to verify. And I just want to show you why I do that. I thought I had this all squared away. This is my first pattern I made as a rough cut. And look how short I am. I'm a good almost an inch short on the side. This side's okay, but this one would not have worked. So now I have ruined a piece, and I have recut it, and now we have the appropriate lines that will cover it. So I cannot stress that enough. Always check and recheck, make sure your cuts are right, because the problem is, is your product bends when it's on your seat, of course, and so you've got to get it flat again and do the tracing. Sometimes that's easier said than done. So I just wanted to remind you that, because I just wasted a piece. And I can use this for a hold down strip or something later on, so it won't be a total waste. But for this project, it is a waste. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. And now we'll get sewing. I'll be right back. Okay, now we have it all cut out. I restitched, just restitched the seam. Nothing special about it. That one, and I also restitched the piping under that. So there wasn't, you didn't miss anything there. And what I've done here is I've simply measured from a good location, and I came out with the center, and I put it on this, and this piece, and this piece. So again, we have good face. You gotta have good face to good face. Good way to check. Make sure your corners are centered there, so we're relatively square. Now remember, this is the bottom, so what we need to do is I've got it marked. You can see where I marked it here, and I marked here. So we'll just slide this down like that. And this is where we'll staple. Okay, now I told you these are the hardest things, and maybe what the reason that we got that wrinkle in the other seat is you've got to fold. The only way you get these things to go around smooth is you got to fold them in a lot of staples. So keep our lines good, and keep a nice roll here so you can line these up. You want to line these edges up. There we go, and then you need to put as many staples in as you have to put in to keep your line, I guess is the rule here. And you want to bend, roll it over. Seems to lay flatter then. Roll it over. Get our line. Staple. Roll. And staple. And we'll put one more over here. On the other side. edges together and then little wrinkles. Give it a try here now. And we want to try to keep our wrinkles out of there. It's going to want to fight you all the time, but we'll put our hands in there. Let's massage this. Check, make sure our edges are good. Check. Massage it now, don't let it get the best of you. The edge is good. The fabric laying as flat as you possibly can. Okay, let me take the staples out and I'll show you what we got. Okay, welcome back here. I've decided that it looks okay. It's okay. I think when it stretches, it will stretch fine. I've decided to do something wild. Let's put a double seam on this one. It's not going to be exactly like the other one because I didn't do it on that one, but when I think about it, and these seats, of course, get bounced around a lot more. So let's do that. Again, how you do this double. I have enough extra here. So we want to roll it over. We're going to roll it over this way. And put the seam at the bottom. So make sure you're going to, remember, you got to pull apart on that, and you got to make sure your seam allowance is laying flat on the right hand side. And we're gonna follow just inside, this outside foot is gonna be just inside the seam that we just made. Okay, let's see if I don't make a mess out of this now. Remember, you pull apart, see what happens here. Pull apart, push down. Again, we're going to follow this foot right here on the seam. Take your time. Pull apart, push down. Make sure she's going to be a nice tight seam there. Make sure you can feel the rollover under you. Pull apart. Make sure our foot is walking right along here now. You can see that well. Yeah. A nice double seam now. Not only does it look a lot better, obviously it's going to beef up that seam now. We've got a double stitch on there, so when it's trying to pull it apart, it won't. Anyway, so I think that's a nice touch. I wish I'd done it on the other one. Oh well. We'll see how this comes out, and I'll bring it right back. Okay, now this is what we made. A new product, the double seam. Fancy, fancy. Okay, now what I did here is I measured here, found out the center of the seat. This is the seat, the old product. This is our new product. And I have the center for here, of course. So now we'll just take, the good way to measure that is put it up. Make sure you've got to have material, of course, on the side. So just put it up to the end there. Shows we have a nice even dealy bob. We've got enough on both sides, so it should come out fine. And then when you look down the center, because we have that, all of a sudden, hey, our center, two centers line up, so we must be okay. I hope. Again, now good side to good side. We want to flip it over like that. Bring our center mark down to the center mark of our seat. Sure they're right. And then we'll staple. Okay, just as I did before, I will staple all the way around here, and then we'll sew it. I'll bring it right back. Okay, I got it stapled on here. And as you remember, what I was really concerned with were these corners right here, these curves. I'm trying to minimize that wrinkle we had. See, now this one looks all right, but this one here looks like it's going to be a problem again. So anyway, I'm going to sew that, and I'll just be careful going around here. When you sew it, you want to use the piping as your guide, so you want to have a guide foot, piping guide, and sew it right along. We've done that a lot, so I'll bring you back when I'm done, and we'll see how we did on these two curves. I'm going to be careful, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. I just wanted to bring you back. I'm going into my first corner here. And I'm going to try, you got to always be careful with not twisting the fabric. I'll put my hand inside and the other hand outside. Again, we're following the piping. This is our guide to where we want to sew. And I'm going around that corner now, trying to keep all this fabric smooth as I can on both sides. Now here we are. See how we have a big bunch here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down. And very slowly walk around. I don't know if you can see it. We got a little wrinkle. I can see it already. Pull it out. I don't know. Smooth it down. Following our piping. Okay, we're going into another corner again. Wonder, so we keep everything smooth. Yep, I've got another wrinkle. I don't think it's unfortunately. I don't know what else I can do. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we ended up with here. Let me get the staples out, I'll bring you right back. Well, we're finished, and this is the damage I did. I got a little teeny nick on both sides of that corner. Everything else looks pretty good. Tight seams, and I really like a double. I wish I'd done that to the other one. I will definitely do it on the backrest. At least we'll have those two the same. And I don't know if those are going to come out when we put them on or not. And they're a lot smaller than yesterday, but anyway, there we are. And I don't know if it's going to work or not. Now we have to sew down the sides. And let's see, I think I'm going to put the white on now. Let's put the white boxing on. No, I don't like that either. Let's sew down the side first. Then the last thing we'll do is the white boxing, because I think that will be the best order. Be right back. Before I start sewing, I just want to, why I recommend getting a good sewing machine. I just want to show you one of the seams we're going to have to go over. If you can see, there's scrim. There's 2 layers of vinyl. That is the piping. We have another piece of piping. So it has vinyl and the core. We have another piece of vinyl, and we have one more piece of piping. These are all going to have to be into one stitch, believe it or not, in order to close that off. So that's why I highly recommend you call Matt Grant and get yourself an ultra feed, because I don't think a regular machine could go through that. That's I don't know how many layers that even is, but it's a bear. You got to start up ahead of it and work your way over. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that to emphasize. Give Matt a call at sailrite.com and see, maybe the $600 piece of equipment, but maybe he'll throw in the freight or something like that. Just tell him Captain Larry sent you. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. So let me get sewing and I'll bring you right back. Welcome back. I just wanted to show you something. When I was putting this boxing on the side, look what I made a mistake here. I don't know if you can see that. See, I'm too far away from the piping. That's why you always want to check your seams before you leave. So again, let's redo this. And 2 things, I can show you going through that huge hunk of crap. And I'll also make sure I get closer to I obviously got off the piping. Right there so you all can see her. So I go a little bit to the north of it here. Under all this junk. Okay, hold just trailers. Let's try this again here. Reverse. Now falling in. Now we are going over. We'll be going over the big pile of stuff. Watch how smooth this thing runs through here. Didn't even notice we did it. Okay, now, and always feel for that piping. So, no mistake. Make sure there's no rollover under it either, so you end up having a real mess. As close to that piping as possible. Check that again, yeah. See if I did a better job. That's better, yeah. Nice and tight. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks better. Anyway, there we go. Now let me do the other side and I'll bring you right back. Okay, welcome back everybody. I think what I'm going to do is cut this one off here now. We spent all this time going over all these things, and we are finished with the seat portion of the backrest. So you saw me sew that. I just sewed the white that had the hole in it. So sewed that to the green. That was fine, and checked it out. And so I think it's going to work fine. We'll see when we mount it. So this is what we'll do: is we'll stop here, and we've got it all done. So now it's just a matter of mounting it on the seat, and we'll do that tomorrow. How about that? And we'll see how it all comes out, and that will require not only stapling but steaming, especially for these little corners here, that curves that we worried about. That's pretty good. I like the double what we did. That I sharpened it up. I think this will come out pretty smooth. You're going to put scrim on this now. This white and this brown, I'm going to cut out some scrim and just glue that on. But I'll show you that tomorrow. That'll be part of our mounting strategy. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this, and we'll see you tomorrow when we put the scrim on and we attach it to the foam. You guys have a great day.